Good Friday morning, everybody. And I'm just telling you, it's a call into sick work day because there's so many events going on in the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast. You won't have time this weekend to fit everything in. Good morning. I'm TA Walker from Taste and See South Florida.
And I'm Victoria Lewis from the digital side here at WPTV. Happy Super Bowl weekend, happy Valentine's Day weekend, garlic weekend, whatever else there is.
Well, we're going to start up with Derek Lowe. He's at the Martin County Fair. And Derek, you were telling me it looks like it's back to a normal fair layout up there, right?
Yeah, it is. If you were here last year, I'm trying to make sure it's flipped, so work with me for a minute. But a lot of these vendors that were here in the middle, there we go, they were all pushed to the sides to allow for more social distancing. And the fair director this year says this fair is basically back to pre-pandemic. So no masks are being required. No vendors are asked to be socially distanced. It's basically as if, we're out of COVID and things are back to normal.
And one of the cool things about the Martin County Fair that I find is it's accessible. It's easy to get in, easy to get out. There's lots to do. You can spend a little or as much.
Yeah, it's definitely a smaller fair. Martin County is a smaller county, so it's a little bit more intimate compared to the South Florida Fair, which is just huge, right? And even the St. Lucie County Fair is pretty big nowadays. The St. Lucie County continues to grow. Not the easiest to get in and out of. If you've ever been here, you know that parking is kind of an issue, and that's kind of one of the reasons that they're talking about potentially moving this fair moving forward out to Indiantown. So you come to the Martin County Fair, you have to park at the airport and take the free tram ride in. If you're lucky enough to score one of those spots just across the street over at the Old Humane Society, you have a much shorter walk than everybody else.
I think I did that. Yeah. That's why I think it's like easy. I think I must have scored because I remember walking across the street and being at the fair.
Lucky you. Yeah.
You got princess parking.
Not everybody can say that. So yeah, they've been talking about moving it to Indiantown. The fair director says it's primarily because of parking. But before they can do that, the fair has to raise quite a chunk of cash in order to develop that land out there. And the county is requiring him to have it all up front. So while they're raising that money, of course, they're going to continue to have it here at the Dixie Highway location. And it's also because the county wants to develop part of the area that is currently being used for parking here at the Martin County Fair. So the more you know, right?
The more you know. So it's all weekend or is it several weekends?
So it starts today. Gates open at 5 o'clock tonight. And admission tonight only is $5. So if you come on the first night, I heard we're going to have some great weather. It's a little bit cheaper. All other nights are $10. So you're saving 50%. It goes until February 19th, right? So not quite as long as the South Florida Fair, but about a week, give or take, a little bit more. And then, as you know, it moves up next to St. Lucie County, right? Just goes right up the East Coast. I remember as a kid, being from the Treasure Coast, we would always hit the Martin County Fair. And then next weekend, we would go to the St. Lucie County Fair and double up, so it was always a good time and stuff. And you got to take advantage of that good fair food while you have it, because
that's right.
Where else can you get fried Oreos?
If you find
Luckily,
a dilly
not too many
dog,
places.
If you find a dilly dog, get it. It is a hot dog wrapped by a pickle, wrapped by some cornbread. It is delightful, and I don't like pickles, so if you see that, go ahead and grab that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip like the next 3 meals and indulge and eat my body weight in funnel cakes for the next couple of days.
There you go.
That's
Derek,
a great
plan.
Yeah.
And we're going to go from Martin County down to Delray Beach, where Niall is there. And I was in downtown Delray yesterday, and I was trying to park just to go do something, and they have it all figured out for the parking for the Delray Beach Open, right?
This Delray Beach Open Stadium, I found out, is the Delray Beach Open Stadium year-round. Like, that's what it's named. So yeah, it's going to be a really big event, a big economic boost for all those businesses that have been struggling for the last 2 years because of the pandemic. They're expecting 50,000 people to come by. A lot of star tennis players are coming. So for any tennis fans, I think they're really excited to be back in action because last year they were at 25% capacity. This year they're at full 100%. Excited to welcome everyone back.
And Victoria and Danielle, I think that's what we're noticing is all these events are coming back in a big way this weekend. We're seeing it across the board.
Specifically this weekend for some reason, yeah. We have the, Garlic Festival, Delray Beach Open, Martin County Fair, Renaissance Festival, Florida Fair just opened up. And, whatever Valentine's and Super Bowl events are going on.
Danielle, is there anything we
just
should
the
know?
Super Bowl as well.
Yeah, just
That
the
thing.
Olympics. That thing.
Oh, right, the Olympics. Yeah, whatever.
Danielle, is there anything we should know before we get down to Delray Beach to go to the Delray Beach Open? We might have lost her.
Okay.
She's traveling.
I'm surprised that worked in the car as long as it did. That was pretty impressive.
That was pretty impressive. Oh, there you are. Yep, we can hear you. It's okay. Is there anything we should know before we go?
Well, tickets can be bought at the door or online, and they're $30. They have some good deals going on this weekend. Free for kids. Up to 2 kids can come for free on Valentine's Day on Monday. They're doing buy one, get one. It's a beautiful stadium. It was so cool to see.
Really
it's
is.
Right downtown. So even for all those people who just want to go and spectate, not necessarily into tennis, there's some star tennis players playing, and then you can go and enjoy dinner on Atlantic Avenue. So it seems like there's a lot of great opportunity to enjoy your weekend, but that's definitely one of the good ones. And it's only once a year. So although I know the fair is also only once a year, and the Super Bowl. So.
And the Olympics every 4 years.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Besides that.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you. It's going to be a big boost for the businesses in Delray Beach because, so many businesses have been struggling with the pandemic, and they're expecting this to bring in $15 to $17 million. So hopefully all those spectators are coming in and eating and drinking and staying in the area. So it's going to be crowded, but I'm sure the businesses will appreciate that.
Yeah, we've got a comment here from Andy that says support local restaurants.
Yeah.
I went down to my favorite restaurant in Delray last night with Charlie, and we ate at El Camino. It's my favorite, farm to table Tex-Mex place in the whole county. It is so, so good. So yeah, go to the tennis, go get some food.
What was the name of that?
El Camino. It's right there in Pineapple Grove where it starts. So it's really, really good. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Danielle, very much.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Take care. Thank you for doing that. That cannot be easy to talk and be driven around at the same time. So let's go on.
I'm surprised the connection held as much as it did.
Absolutely. So it is Super Bowl weekend, and the things that if you're not into the Super Bowl, that people always talk about are the commercials. And take a little preview of this.
Am I no longer Dr. Evil? I'm Dr. Good now.
Beloved actors and athletes are back, as well as some companies like Nissan off the Super Bowl ad sidelines and selling with laughs.
Looking at the data, what performs well in Super Bowl historically is really when you have a comedic tone to it.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
And hoping the happy impression sticks for months to come.
Watch the coffee.
When you look at what consumers think of a brand before and after the day of the Super Bowl, it really can move the needle in a way that really no other advertising alternative can.
That's why these ads can be worth their weight in gold. After big production costs, a 30-second spot on the Super Bowl this year is in the $6 million range. It's a much bigger business than football's early days when players wore just their city's name and plain leather helmets. The Rams, playing on their own field this Super Bowl, were the first to change that back in 1947.
It was completely unknown. No one had ever done it.
When one player who'd gone to art school painted his team's helmets. This is believed to be his prototype.
His one night in a garage launched a $1 billion industry that we now all love to wear, to be proud of whoever our team is.
A simple bit of flair evolving into a sports branding bonanza. Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News, Inglewood, California.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is this Sunday right here on WPTV News Channel 5. It's the Rams versus the Bengals, and we're so happy to have that here for you. But if you want to get out of the house and head to the best stinking party in town, James Whelan is out at Garlic Fest. Good morning, James. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Yes, the Garlic Fest this weekend. Premier event held in Wellington. Now, I know you're thinking, well, it wasn't in Delray. It was in Delray, Lake Worth, Wellington last year, but this is a different place in Wellington now. So you want to check. It's only $10 to get in, and they're going to have, awesome bands. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, tribute band. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's awesome. Better Than Ezra. Awesome. 90s music is my jam, right?
Mine too,
I
Victoria.
all of the 90s music, so.
Victoria's who are these people?
I know.
Yeah, sorry guys, I don't have much to contribute here.
Here's the lineup here. Some local bands too. Also Bruno Mars tribute band too. That's on Sunday. So
I love that kid's garlic
great
costume
stuff.
though.
Yeah, and then here, look. There's some garlic.
That's awesome.
Not enough garlic.
Pretty much garlic everything. So I was just thinking, you know, in Forrest Gump, when he's like shrimp scampi, shrimp kebab. Well, it's the same thing. It's like it's garlic shrimp, garlic chicken, garlic steak, garlic kebabs. They even have garlic gelato. I don't know who's going to be brave enough to try that. I might. I love gelato.
So it's $10.15 to get in. It's all weekend long, right, James?
Yeah, you can get the tickets online too, so you don't have so you can skip the lines here. I suggest, just because of the way this park is set up, if you've been here, that take an Uber or something like that. You can also park at the Wellington Green Mall, at the Mall of Wellington Green, and take the shuttle over here. That's also a good option. But they have limited parking, let's just say. Limited parking here, and it may take a little while to get in. So it's going to be easier if you just kind of go in with a ride share or something like that.
Yeah, and they moved it to Village Park Athletics Complex in the village of Wellington. And I made the mistake of posting that the Red Hot Chili Peppers were going to be there this weekend. I'm like, for $10.50? I didn't see that Red Knot Chili Peppers. So just
hey, but you know,
well, you got to wear your reading glasses, TA.
What'd you say, James? You're right, Victoria. One more time. I won't step on you this time. I promise.
They'll be playing all the same tunes, so I guess what difference is it?
That's right.
But
Thanks,
the real
James.
Better Than Ezra will be here. The real.
That's right. That's right.
Should I dress up in that costume right there that we're seeing on the screen? See that thing?
I'd pay.
Yeah, with the
money
necklace of
that.
garlic too. I hope that's real garlic, so it smells too.
Awesome. Thank you, James.
All right, guys. Take care. Hey, I'll be out here, man. Come say hi.
We will. Take care. James Whelan out at Garlic Fest this morning. Let's get back to the Super Bowl a little bit. The Super Bowl is on WPTV News Channel 5, like we said. And I found this weird party. Not weird, cool.
Weird? Okay.
Right there.
Cool, weird.
Well, and it's my highfalutin thing of the weekend. So I always have one fancy thing, and this is the fancy thing. So if you, where did my photos of this go? If you, Lucky Shucks, it's the Joe Namath restaurant. They're
and they're hosting a Super Bowl party? Or
hosting a Super Bowl party, and there's a big print in between his restaurants that's made out of fish hooks that makes a heart. So Love Street, there's a heart, get it?
Aww.
And then on top of that, he's going to project the big game on a screen, and then it's like $50, you get the buffet and a couple drinks and hand-passed hors d'oeuvres and stuff. So that's my one little pick for the big game watching party is out there in Jupiter this week. So this sounds like
for Valentine's Day too. You know, there's a heart out there. Just kind of point out to your wife or girlfriend, be like, "See, Valentine's Day themed Super Bowl party."
That's smart. That's really, really smart. Some big news coming out of WPTV News Channel 5 last night.
I am indeed retiring.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Goodness.
I am announcing my retirement today, which is so weird because this is my first and only job that I've ever had in my professional life, in my adult life.
Nobody's done it better.
She has been talking about retiring for a couple of years now, and she's wanting to do it in a certain way. And so in a couple of months, Kelly Dunn will say goodbye. There's my dog, to WPTV News Channel 5. And I sent her a text last night. Congrats, yay, because they're going to move up to North Carolina with their husband and start enjoying the seasons. And they've been planning it for a while now. So congratulations to our very own Kelly Dunn.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is everybody else retires and comes to Florida, and Floridians, we retire and we go to North Carolina. So we're like, we're gonna have seasons in our golden years.
Absolutely. Kathy says good morning from Ontario. Sherlyn was watching from the Philippines. Hello, Bruce. Good morning. Rose, good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Pam, Muddy Valentine's. Okay, I don't know what that means. Good morning, Shamika. Good morning to you. This looks so much fun. I wish I could attend this. Well, I hope you can attend some of the events because there's plenty going on this weekend. And Mary says, hello, watching you from Scotland. Wow, we're going on.
Okay, yeah. Seriously. We got some
Okay.
reach going on over here.
Absolutely. Art Fest is happening this weekend. Let's find the Art Fest video. I believe it's this one. It is up there in Stewart, and they're going to have a bunch of artists, and you walk up and down the street there, and they have, live music, artists, even top area chefs are going to be doing some demonstrations. Tickets at purchase at the gates are $5 for adults, and people under 18 are free, and that's going on this weekend in Stewart. I love Stewart. And then the Boca Raton Seafood Festival.
Oh, see, this is more my deal.
Good seafood, good times.
Yeah, it's going to be happening this weekend in Boca near you, Victoria. It's returning to Meisner Park all weekend. Hours vary by day. Ticket prices vary by day. Children 14 and under are free. Enjoy delectable seafood from Florida's coastline, cooked right there on site. And plus a lot of live music. Yeah, this is your scene, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Live music, lots of food, a lot of sitting. That looks good.
And I love live music, so that's a lot of fun, too. Also happening this weekend is the Broadway musical Cats.
Oh, wow.
I went and saw it, and it's breathtaking. It's spectacular. I just encourage you, if you've never seen it, like I've never seen it, and keep in mind, this is Andrew Lloyd Webber's masterpiece. This is several Tony Awards. This is just something that it's one of the longest running musicals on Broadway. My tip for you is to go to Wikipedia and read the synopsis of what's happening, because if you don't do that, you will not understand what is happening. It's like Hamilton. I went and saw that before knowing what it was about. At intermission, I had to sit there and read because I was like, remembered some of the history, but not all of it. And so then the second half was much more enjoyable. So make sure you read that synopsis. They're going to do 8 performances at the Kravis Center. Tickets start at $33 plus tax and fees. It's not a bad seat in the house for this one because the stage is so vast. But that's happening this weekend as well.
And that's a good tip. The only time I've seen it was when my sister's middle school put on a production, which was a questionable choice for middle schoolers. A lot more voice range needed than middle schoolers have. But I remember, like, after the show, I was like, "Great job, Kayla!" But what was any of that about? Like, I had no idea.
Again, you have to read the synopsis. Trust me. Yeah. Good morning for you guys, and then good morning from Delray or Deerfield Beach. Good morning, John. And then the last thing that I had was Michael Rappaport. He is at the Palm Beach Improv this weekend with several shows. He is a really funny, just tell it like it is comedian. And I'm going to play you this clip from the 5 Fun Things segment.
Comedian Michael Rappaport has appeared over 60 films since the early 1990s and starred on the sitcom The War at Home. He has 5 shows at the Palm Beach Improv. Tickets start at $30 plus tax fee and a 2-drink minimum. As of late, he's been guest hosting for Wendy Williams right here on WPTV.
I had a fantastic time hosting this week.
I used to work with her in New York. What's that like, filling in her space?
You know, the live aspect really gives you an adrenaline rush.
In addition to guest hosting, he recently made national news for calling out Whoopi Goldberg for her comments on the Holocaust.
She did misspeak, and she, apologized. I don't believe in cancellation. I don't think she needed to be suspended. I believe in redemption. I believe in improvement. I believe in discussions.
So what can you expect from his show at the Improv?
It's a lot of trash talk. I talk about myself. I talk about, what's going on in the world. I talk about my life. I talk about, I definitely interact with the crowd, but I'm excited to be performing in Palm Beach. I performed there once before. The crowds were awesome. And I'm looking forward to some Florida sun because I'm in New York City. It's been a little cold here, although it's very nice today. And, I love Palm Beach. My mom lives not too far from there, so I'm going to have a good weekend. And, hopefully we have, some jam-packed shows at the Palm Beach Improv.
What town does your mom live in?
I'll keep that between me and my mom.
Oh, okay. No worries. But it's in our viewing area is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
I don't want to stalk your mom. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're all good. What happened to Wendy Williams? She's not on her show?
She hasn't been on her show for several years. There's or several months. Health
Okay, I was like, wow,
issues.
years. Okay, I'm really behind.
It's well, there was some issues last year too. So she has not been there, and so Sherry Shepard, I think, was announced the permanent host going forward. It doesn't sound like she's going to be coming back to that program, which is unfortunate for all of us. And I, like I said in the clip, I worked at WLIB and she worked at WBLS, and we shared a hallway. And I used to smoke at the time, and we worked on the 40th or 41st floor, I can't remember. And we would smoke in the stairwell because there was not enough time in commercial breaks to go downstairs from a skyscraper to go smoke and then go back up. And if anybody said anything, she'd be like,
New York problems.
yeah, right. Exactly. So this morning, the Olympic count, I have not been following the Olympics. I don't know what's going on. So
I
what do
don't
we got?
know why that is showing up as a weird color. I'm seeing it normal on my screen, but I'm showing my screen. So, you're looking where US is, and it might be a little hard with the inverse colors there, but we are down here at 6th currently with 10 total medals. Got it off to a bit of a slow start, but tonight we have Lindsay Jacobellis. She is the snowboarder who at 36 won her first gold medal just a couple days ago. She has another event tonight, could be going for a second gold medal, and she's been in the Olympics since 1996.
Wow, that's a long run.
Yeah, and her first time that she raced, she almost had first, and like everybody always says, like she got kind of cocky, took the last turn kind of slow, came in second. It took her all until now, 2022, to get that gold medal finally, and she's another chance at one tonight.
My only problem is the speed skaters. They don't look like they're going that fast. I don't know if it's like the camera is just gliding along so well, but they just kind of look like they're like.
Yeah, we need one normal person out there to like kind of show us what a normal person's speed would look like. You'd probably have to zoom out a bit, but yeah, when they're all the fastest in the world comparatively, like how do I even know how good you are?
Good morning, Orlando. Good morning to everyone. Like we said, we've been talking about for the last 22 minutes that there is so much going on in the Palm Beaches. It's so great to have events back. It took a whole team this morning to cover all of it. So be nice to yourself and each other. Bye.
See ya.